Almost forgot my mic. This is not going to be a short video. This is going to be such a long video, and then at the end of this video I have to do another video, and I'm going to lose my voice by the end of the day. What's up everybody, my name is Game Over, and welcome to I'm going to talk about Naruto. You see, I've done 2 videos of Naruto now. I've done the Naruto top 5 favorite Naruto characters, and then I did what my thoughts were on the original Naruto, just Naruto, not Naruto Shippuden. So I wanted to get my thoughts out there before I actually watched Naruto Shippuden. And now I have finally finished Naruto Shippuden. I've finished it all. I've finished the whole of Naruto. All I have are the movies, which I don't even know if I'm gonna watch. And I also have Boruto, but I'm also considering not watching Boruto for the reason that's obvious. But yeah, let's just get into what I'm talking about, because this is gonna take flipping forever. So, Naruto, first of all, I need clarification that I've said before hundreds of times, but I need to clarify it again, that I don't know what's up with my hair. My hair is weird. It's doing this. I don't know. I'm gonna flatten it. I'm flatten it right now. I need to clarify that when I was younger, until now, or at least until a couple of months ago, I only had seen episodes 1 to 80 of Naruto. Like, I've only seen up to when he beats Gaara and those cloak guys appear for the first time. That's the only part of Naruto that I've seen until a few months ago when I actually started watching Naruto again. And originally, what I thought Naruto was it was about a boy who was a complete nuisance and had a demon inside of him that made everyone not like him. But through will and determination, he gets more stronger, he learns to fight, and eventually he becomes Hokage, which is his dream. That's not what Naruto is. Naruto is about a boy with a demon inside of him who everyone doesn't like, but eventually he becomes Hokage, plus all of his friends growing up. It is... Naruto evolved into more than just Naruto. It was also about every single person who surrounded Naruto, and I'm going to completely go back on myself in a few seconds, or at least in a few minutes, and say how a lot of the characters are only used once and then never seen again. But yeah, let's just move on to my thoughts, I guess. So, Naruto Shippuden, it was really good. I want to get that out the way right now. I'm on everyone's boat here. Naruto Shippuden was flippin' amazing, and I loved it. I loved the whole of Naruto Shippuden. Maybe not every second of it, but I loved it as a whole. Naruto Shippuden was an amazing story that I really enjoyed watching. There are just a couple of things that I need to point out and hammer down on. First of all, I want to get the music out of the way, because last time I did one of these videos, I forgot to talk about the music. The music is good. However, whenever a big bad evil guy, or big bad evil girl, or anybody who's evil is about to do something evil, they have the exact same track for it. Like, they have the exact same song play every single time something evil is about to happen. I want to play it right now, but I don't know if I can, so I'm not going to. But it gets a little bit annoying. I would rather a slightly different track than the exact same song over and over and over again for the characters. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Much less like everything else I'm gonna point out. So, Naruto Shippuden is the series where Sakura actually begins to become useful, which everybody knows. Everyone knows that Sakura is useless in Naruto, and that when she finally gets to Naruto Shippuden, she's actually a useful and pretty good character. And I agree with them. Sakura is an okay character. She's a pretty darn good character with developing moments, realizing that she can't lean on everybody. Slightly annoying with the constant, I feel useless, even though she does a lot of things that are useful. She literally heals the entire army in the Fourth Great Ninja War, and then goes on to saying in the final fight, "I'm useless." Flippin' take what you get. Oh my god. But even though Sakura is an amazing character, I will say that Sakura is an amazing character. She definitely deserves to exist in Naruto. I still hate her. I still hate Sakura. I'm sorry, I can't. Mostly because the same problem I had with Naruto, the original series, before it went to Shippuden. The problem I had with Naruto transferred to Naruto Shippuden. I was enjoying Naruto Shippuden until 5 seconds into Naruto Shippuden, where Naruto bees an idiot and Sakura punches Naruto. I got over that joke back in, like, after the 50th time that they did in Naruto the original. And that was halfway through Naruto the original. Because Naruto the original goes to 220 episodes. Halfway through all those episodes, I began to get bored of the constant Naruto acts like an idiot, Sakura punches Naruto, cycle continues for another 50 bajillion episodes. I got sick of that joke. I wanted no more of it. I didn't want to see it anymore. But they kept doing it in the original Naruto, so I was like, I guess I'll just wait for Naruto Shippuden, where Naruto grows up and hopefully does not have this joke happen a lot anymore. It happened more. They do this joke more than in Naruto. I'm actually happy about Naruto the original because they did that joke less in Naruto the original than in Naruto Shippuden. In Naruto Shippuden, in between 5 episodes, every 5 episodes, you will see 1 or 2 scenes where Sakura punches Naruto for being an idiot. That joke is so old, and I never liked Sakura punching Naruto. The reason why I hate Sakura is because she punches Naruto. It makes me annoyed that Naruto ran off of these exact same jokes. Hold your angry comments, because this gets better. And I'm not talking about I get more angrier. I am going to get more angrier about something else. But I'm going to go back on myself saying now that at the end of Naruto Shippuden, something happens that I really flippin' like. And I want to commemorate them for, because this needed to happen desperately. So I'm just going to hold off your comments about, but Sakura punching Naruto is like their whole thing. You can't complain about it. Just wait, okay? But yeah, just the constant, that's the thing. In Naruto Shippuden, she even punches him for, I'm not joking, in Naruto the original, I said that she punches him for no reason. I said that. But in Naruto Shippuden, there's even less of a reason to punch him. There's even less. He just accidentally says one word, and all of a sudden he just gets a punch to the stomach or face. And even then, like, Sakura's having her whole entire development moment where she's like, I'm useless, and I'm terrible, and yada yada yada. Naruto actually tries to pick Sakura up and tell her what she's good at, but because he said it like, oh, you have monster strength, because he says monster strength, she hates him! She flippin' belittles him! And he's trying to flippin' pick her up! I hate Sakura because she wants to feel useful, yet whatever Naruto says to make her feel useful, she hates him for it. And maybe it's not hate, maybe it's just that she finds him a really good friend, because obviously she doesn't actually love Naruto. There's a whole entire section of it where she confesses her love to Naruto, but she's lying. But yeah, it's just, I hate it. I don't like it. Get off my screen. If I could download the episodes and not have to record them, I would have skipped all of those scenes where Sakura punches Naruto. I would have skipped them all. And in fact, I skipped half of them because halfway through I could download the episodes. So a lot of them I didn't even get to see. I just like I saw a highlight. I saw what looked like Sakura punching Naruto, and I was like, nope, sorry, not happening. But yeah, let's just continue on. So, Naruto Shippuden, it's following the exact same plot as Naruto the original, just where Naruto the original left off was Naruto leaving with Jiraiya to go and train for 3 years while the Akatsuki get ready for 3 years to hunt down the tailed beasts. And before I started watching Naruto Shippuden, I was flipping excited. Not only for the fact that Naruto grows up and becomes an even stronger fighter, but also for the fact that I really wanted to see what the other tailed beasts look like. And I already knew what some of Naruto's forms were. Like, some of it was spoiled for me. Like, obviously, when you look at Minato, you can tell Minato looks exactly like Naruto, so he's Naruto's father. Not to mention, if Minato's the 4th Hokage, that means that flippin' Naruto is the 4th Hokage's son. But, like, I saw Link mode, Naruto in Link mode, and I also saw him in Sage mode. And before I actually got to see him in Sage of the Six Paths mode, I got Naruto Shippuden 4, and I had a look at all the characters, and there's literally Naruto in Sage of the Six Paths form. So yeah, I already was spoiled a little bit about the anime. I also already knew that the Nine-Tailed Fox's real name is Kurama. So yeah, it's just like I knew that Shikaku's name was Shikaku, the One Tail. I knew that his name was Shikaku before he even like at the start of Shippuden. I already knew, and I don't know how I knew. I think it's from Naruto Rise of the Ninja. I think I just knew that about Shikaku, that his name was Shikaku. But anyway, so I was really hyped. I was really hyped when I started watching Naruto Shippuden. I was so damn excited. My hair is absolute mess. I apologize. I was so flippin' excited for Naruto Shippuden. So when I went in and Naruto showed up and Sakura and all that, and they were all welcoming Naruto really happily, I was like, okay, cool. They're trying out something new. They're trying out something new. Sakura hasn't already belittled Naruto. Okay, and she just punched him. Cool. But that's fine. Then it moved on to other episodes where immediately Gaara gets kidnapped, and I was like, holy shoot, things are kicking off straight away. So Gaara gets kidnapped. Honestly, I thought that he would have put up more of a fight, I guess. I mean, not so much more of a fight, but more so, like, I thought he would have won. I thought he would have won because he's a tailed beast person. But I guess the reason why he lost was because they needed to emphasize the fact that the Akatsuki are full of really flippin' tough people who are based around hunting the tailed beasts. So they're ready to fight tailed beasts. So yeah, I'm gonna move this along because I really am going slow and I have a lot to get through. So, Gaara getting kidnapped, sure, but, then the tailed beast started to get extracted from him, and I was like, okay, so Naruto's literally having a race against the clock. He only just shows up to save Gaara. Then Gaara dies and had the Shikaku extracted from him, and I'm like, I know in Boruto he survives. How do they get Shikaku back? And then they proceed to have the entire. They bring Gaara back to life, and he just kind of lives without the Shikaku. So I'm just like, what made Gaara cool was the fact that he used the Shikaku. Can he have it back, please? Because that's what his character is. Jinchuriki? But honestly, that was me complaining at that moment, but honestly, all the moments that followed that were just too good, I didn't care. Like, you can overlook the fact that one of the things that made Gaara an amazing character was the fact that he was Jinchuriki to Shikaku, which is kind of like, it's a big thing. But yeah, it's whatever. So as we move along, straight away after Gaara finishes getting kidnapped, Kakashi has to go into hospital. So we get Yamato, and Yamato is actually a really flippin' funny character. Yamato was needed in Naruto because we needed another character. We needed a character like Jiraiya or Pervy Sage, that's whole character was around distracting you from the constant joke of Sakura punching Naruto. We needed another character who brought more to the table than just Naruto gets punched again. And Yamato definitely did that. However, the first mission that they go on, I don't like, where they're going to Orochimaru's hideout and they find Sasuke. I don't like that. I do not like that first mission because the entire first mission was about Naruto and Sai not getting along, kind of like how Naruto and Sasuke weren't getting along. And every single time something like Sai antagonized Naruto or Naruto antagonized Sai, Yamato would just immediately go to Naruto and say stop. Specifically Naruto. He didn't go to Sai. In fact, he was mostly targeting Naruto with Sai in the background going, I'm going to chuck both of you in this wooden cage to sort out your differences. Apart from that, he gave Naruto scary looks. He told Naruto to pipe down, basically just focusing solely on Naruto, which makes sense because he's the nine-tailed fox, he's hard to tame, yada yada yada, but still, it's annoying. Please stop. And he actually does. The scary looks that he gives are that were annoying to me because they were constantly focused on Naruto, were instead changed into a character relationship developing thing where Naruto and Yamato are now good friends, and Yamato like scares Naruto every now and then. That's just their relationship. It turns into more than just Yamato focusing on Naruto because he's the nine-tailed fox, and more so Yamato actually cares for Naruto and all that. And he already cared about Kakashi. We get to hear his backstory later on. His backstory is actually pretty darn cool. But yeah, I'm going to move this along because the rest of the anime from here on is literally just one by one we take out Akatsuki member after Akatsuki member until a certain point where all of the tailed beasts have been captured except for Nine Tails and the Eight Tails. And now Naruto has learned Sage Mode, which is flippin' badass. However, I need to ask the question, in his fight against Pain, why did he have a scroll attached to his back? He never used it. I'm curious about that. Why did he have a scroll attached to his back if he never used it? But yeah, at this point, we now learn that Tobi is actually the Grandmaster of everything. Sasuke has learned that he killed his brother, but he also learned that his brother was, killed his entire clan because the village told him to. And now he went to the summit of the 5 Kage to kill them all. Or at least he went there to kill Danzo. And then after that, Tobi showed up and was just like, hey! Give me the Nine Tails and Eight Tails, otherwise we're going to have another war. And then kind of just another war. Let's declare the 4th Great Ninja War, which is like... Okay. So now we need to talk about the 4th Great Ninja War. You know when I was talking about Sakura, how I said that I get more annoyed and more angry in this episode? This is that moment. Because I found something that's more annoying than Sakura getting punching Naruto over and over and over again. There's something more annoying than that. And that is the 4th Great Ninja War is the single best thing about Shippuden, but it is also the worst thing about Shippuden because the writers don't understand. I don't think the writers understood the word immersion. I don't think they understood that, because typically what you do when you do storytelling is you have the character notice something about their background, then they have a flashback. However, every like 10 to 20 episodes of the Fourth Great Ninja War, after like 10 to 20 episodes, they will just go back to Naruto the original, or they'll go back to an early point in Naruto Shippuden, where the Fourth Great Ninja War is not happening, and they'll just tell a story that's completely irrelevant to anything that's going on. Like, Kakashi has a lot of flashbacks to Rin and Obito during the Fourth Great Ninja War. Those were allowed. Those are needed, because in the Fourth Great Ninja War, he's having flashbacks to his childhood, because his enemy is Obito, and he's having flashbacks to like when Obito was dying and when he killed Rin because he needed to. Those were needed because those were relevant to that situation. However, in the middle of the Fourth Great Ninja War, when Obito turns into the Ten Tails Jinchuriki and Naruto and Sasuke have to beat Obito, I don't think this is a great point to cut the story there and go on to back during Naruto's training to make the Rasen Shuriken, where he meets Mecha Naruto. What does that have to do with Obito becoming Ten Tails? What does that have to do with the Fourth Great Ninja War? What does that have to do with anything that's going on, apart from the fact that you just wanted to chuck in something completely irrelevant to make the anime longer? To be fair, Mecha Naruto was one of the best episodes I've ever seen. Just because it was so incredibly funny, and it brought so much to the table of humor that I was just too happy to actually be annoyed at it. But all of the other flashbacks are more annoying than anything, because all I wanted to do was just watch the Fourth Great Ninja War. The Fourth Great Ninja War was so flippin' entertaining. It was such good storytelling. Oh my god, the story was amazing then. The fight scenes were absolutely epic. But they kept ruining it with the fact that they immediately stopped the story. Why is my camera being weird? Hello? Can you please refocus? Why am I blurry? There we go. It kept stopping the story and just going on to something that was completely irrelevant. And it was so damn annoying. It was so annoying. I got to the point where I was like, stop showing us flashbacks. Like, in my top 5 favorite One Piece characters, and also my thoughts on One Piece, I summed up that One Piece was an anime that just loved its flashbacks. It constantly kept on doing flashbacks. Even during fight scenes, it did flashbacks. Even before the fight scene, it did flashbacks. And even after the fight scene, it did flashbacks. And everything in between was just flashbacks. But at least they knew when to do the flashbacks, when they were relevant. Naruto's scriptwriters I don't think they understood what it means to have a relevant flashback. Because they just chucked in a bunch of stories where it didn't make sense to put them. It's like, oh my god, Obito is 10 Tails, Mecha Naruto. My phone is ringing. Oh, fudge. Oh, right. I have a collab I have a person that I'm going to be collabing soon with. She is going to be doing her debut sometime this month, I'm pretty sure she said. Yeah, this month is August, and she said she was going to be doing her debut this August. I'm excited to see her, because I like her character design. It's so flippin' amazing. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it. I don't know if she would get angry at me if I showed her design, like, I mean, she's already tweeted her flippin' design. It is Ichiko, I think that's how you say the name. Ichiko Ukimiya. Ichiko Ukimiya. I hope that's how I said. I don't want to be mean. I suck with names, but flippin', her character design is so good, and we've been talking over Twitter and a little bit over Discord. Yeah, she's really nice. She's such a nice person, and honestly, I don't think that I'm very entertaining. Like, I don't think that anybody really pays attention to my videos. But she legit said that she watches, like, my videos. She watches small streamers and small YouTubers because she thinks that they're really flippin' entertaining. And honestly, that makes sense. Small YouTubers and small streamers tend to be really flippin' entertaining. But she said she watched my videos and she said I was entertaining, and I literally my whole entire body stopped and froze. I had that moment where someone like legit complimented the videos that I work so hard to do. And yeah, I was just soaring at that point. I was gone. I was on cloud flipping 9. Like you could hop to like flipping cloud 1 to 8 all you want, but my cloud was just gone. It was just somewhere up in the sky all by himself, just off in God knows where. So I just want to say thank you, Ichigo. And when we actually do talk, for the first time, because we haven't actually heard each other's voices yet, or you've heard mine, I haven't heard yours yet. When we actually do talk over Discord and we actually collab, I want to thank you, me using my voice, because no words can describe how happy I am that you said that. Alright, I'm gonna respond to Ichigo after this video. Where was I up to? I don't know. I got a message from her, and my brain just stopped and was like, focus on that. Anyway, I'll talk about collabs some other time. This is about Naruto. So, now that I've had something to stop me talking about the 4th Great Ninja War's bad parts, let's just continue on with the 4th Great Ninja War. The 4th Great Ninja War was flipping great. The fact that Naruto and B had to be in hiding, which led to Naruto learning how to use Kuruma's power. Meanwhile, every single other person formed the Great Ninja Alliance, and they went to fight the White Zetsus and all of the reanimations, which gave me a chance to see Zabuza and Haku again. That I got to see them again. I love Zabuza and Haku. Like, my favorite, like, this. What was it? No, that's not it. James. Fudge me, I forgot. No! You know the scene where Kakashi and Zabuza were doing the hand signals? There we go. I can do the hand signals. Weird thing is, in Naruto, I paid very close attention to the hand signals. Like, I can do the Mizukage's lava style, lava rain jutsu. It's just, it's that. That's the jutsu. It's just lava style, lava rain jutsu. I'm probably the only one that paid attention to the hand signs. I'm probably the only one. But considering that I can do this, I think that I deserve to cut me some slack. I really flippin' enjoy the jutsus. They're all so flippin' amazing. But yeah, seeing Zabuza and Haku again was flipping great. Not to mention I got to see a bunch of new characters of the old Kage, and some of the old Kage were flipping absolutely hilarious. The second Mizukage, he was he was flipping amazing. Just like, you guys aren't listening to me. That one is a flipping hallucination. Well, where's the real one? Oh my god. He doesn't tell them where the flippin' real one is. He never actually, he keeps saying that he is just an illusion and the clam is also just an illusion. But he doesn't tell them where the real clam is. He doesn't tell them ever. It's I was laughing my guts up the entire time. It was absolutely hilarious. And that's not even the best flipping part. Anyway, it moves on. We're gonna move on to the point where Naruto jumps in. He ends up helping the entire alliance. And now it's time for Obito to fight, and Madara Uchiha now finally comes back to life, and we realize, oh, this was his plan the entire time. Madara wanted to come back to life, and bleh. So I have to say that the fight between Obito and Madara was actually really flipping good. Like, this is just gonna be me constantly saying that everything was good, because the fight scenes were flipping amazing. The one I really flipping like was this one. The one between Kakashi and Obito. The fight was so flippin' good. It reminded me of those stick figure fights and Ruby Grim Eclipse's fights. Not Ruby Grim Eclipse, just Ruby's fights. It's just like those fights you watch, you see the smooth motion into punching each other and the cool tricks that they do, and you feel every single punch. It's why I love those stick figure animations so much. It's because the awesome music going on in the background, and every single time a punch connects, you hear and feel the force behind it. Those types of characters in video games and in animations are flippin' amazing, because, like, in Smash Brothers, there's a character, I don't know his name, but there's a reason why people like his character, and it's because he's really flippin' flashy, and when you hit someone, you can feel the force behind it. One of those characters is Ganondorf. Then there's another one that I was talking about. But Ganondorf, his attacks are slow, sure, but when he connects, the reason why everyone likes him is because when he connects his attack, you feel the entire force of his sword go right into your character, right into your opponent's stomach, and you just feel like a flippin' baseballer who's just like, you know in Lethal League how the ball goes insanely fast that they end up going that they freeze for a second and then it just goes flying? It feels like that. Those characters are flippin' amazing. Feeling the force behind punches in character animations, even if you're not in the fight, that is what brings you into the fight. And Kakashi's fight definitely did that, because I just heard just a bunch of sound effects, and it was so flippin' awesome. I love it. I think that was probably, after Pain, that was my favorite fight in the entire game. Not in game. It's probably gonna be in the game. In Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, when I play that as a playthrough on YouTube, it's probably going to be in the game. I think the game takes place during the 4th Great Ninja War, because that's where Shippuden ends. But yeah, it was flippin' amazing. So they beat Obito, or at least Naruto slaps some sense into Obito, and then the tailed beasts get extracted out of Obito, leaving him to die, even though he's not going to die because of the 10-tail. Because if you have the 10 tails extracted from you, you just get really flippin' tired. He ends up doing a sign to bring Madara back to life. Madara sucks in all of the tailed beasts, including Naruto's, meaning Naruto is about to die, except he doesn't, because he has the other half of the nine-tailed fox placed inside of him. Actually, no, wait. What happened? I'm pretty sure it's Obito. Okay, Minato, Naruto's father, who was reincarnated, tried to put his half of the nine-tailed fox back inside Naruto. However, all of a sudden, Black Zetsu appeared, took the chakra, and gave it to Madara, who became the new Sage of the Six Paths. Now that he has the 10 tails inside of him, which is all the tailed beasts combined. Obito grabbed the nine-tailed fox's chakra and pulled it out of him and put it into Naruto. So now Naruto has a bit of all of the tailed beast's chakra, plus all of the nine tails' chakra. So now he's back alive. Naruto comes back to life. He talked, while he was dead, he talked to the Sage of the Six. Sorry, this is so flippin' confusing, and I don't know why. I'm usually good at storytelling. While Naruto was dead, before the nine-tailed fox got placed back inside of him, him and Sasuke, who was stabbed to death by Madara, both on the deathbed, got to talk separately to the Sage of the Six Paths, the original creator of ninjutsu, or ninju, as he said it. After a while of talking, he said that Sasuke and Naruto were the reincarnations of his two sons that both were both constantly reincarnated and fighting against each other, and Naruto and Sasuke were going to fight each other. He gives Sasuke his power, one of his sons' power, and Naruto gets Sage of the Six Paths power. So now they can both seal away his mother, who was Kaguya, which I'm going to explain in a second. After Naruto and Sasuke reappear, Madara's like, "Unleash the infinite Tsukuyomi!" And all of a sudden, the whole entire world, apart from Sasuke, Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi, are placed under Genjutsu, because that was the entire plan. The entire plan was to become the Ten Tails Jinchuriki so we can yeet our Genjutsu up into the sky and make the moon a massive eye so then we can have a massive Genjutsu. Everyone falls asleep and has sweet dreams about whatever they want to be for the rest of eternity. Which, I want to point out, I loved Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale for this reason. Messing with memories and causing people to fall into a dreamland. That sort of scares me to the point where I love it. Like, if you think about it, imagine if Madara appeared all of a sudden in our world. Imagine if Madara just appeared and just went, "Tsukuyomi!" and everyone fell asleep. You were helpless and you just fell asleep and you were forced to dream about anything that you really enjoy. Meanwhile, a massive tree is sucking out your life energy. That's flippin' terrifying, isn't it? That while you're really flippin' happy, living the life that you always dreamed of, you're slowly dying. That's flippin' terrifying to me. And in Ordinal Scale, flippin' playing a video game, being happy, playing a video game, but having that video game spark memories of a traumatic event that happened in your life, and have those events ripped out of your flippin' memory, losing the memories of all of your friends and loved ones that you were talking to in that traumatic experience. That terrified me too, to the point where I loved Ordinal Scale. So yeah, the Infinite Tsukuyomi just did things to me, and I absolutely loved it. But yeah, the reason why Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi were not affected by it is because Sasuke used his Susanoo to make a massive shield that blocked out the sun, because the sun or the moon was the thing that was creating the Infinite Tsukuyomi. So when the Tsukuyomi was finished and it went away, the Susanoo flapped his wings away, and they got ready to fight Madara. Except Madara was like, "Yes, I have created infinite peace. Everyone is happy now. You do not have to fight anymore, but you're going to anyway. So now you are technically the villains because I have created peace." And Black Zetsu stabs Madara, and it's just like, "Nah, I was just using you so that I could revive Kaguya, who is my mother." And Madara ends up turning into Kaguya. Oh boy, Kaguya. Ugh. Kaguya. Kaguya is a character. Kaguya. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm not simping for Kaguya. That's not what this is. This is me saying, oh my god, Kaguya is so flippin' terrifying. She elegantly moves slowly. She talks slowly. She has a serious face on at all times. Every now and then you can see her crying because of her sons betrayed her, and she can see her sons in Naruto and Sasuke. And she just, at one point, she can teleport through one portal and come out right behind you and put her hands on your shoulder. She's so flippin' terrifying! If I met Kaguya in real life, I I don't think I would even be able to run for the hills. I would be too flippin' scared that I would just be standing still, just staring off into the distance. Kaguya is a terrifying character. I was legit terrified of Kaguya because Kaguya, it's like Mephiles. If you remember Mephiles from Sonic 06. And yes, I'm going to compare her to Mephiles because what made Mephiles a really flippin' amazing character and a really flippin' scary character is that Mephiles didn't do anything. Mephiles didn't do anything evil. Apart from at the end where he kills Sonic. But he doesn't do anything evil. You just feel like he's bad. You get this bad feeling from him where you need to stay as far flippin' away from him as possible because he's bad news. Kaguya is the exact same, where when she first appears, she didn't do anything evil. She just has this aura around her where you don't want to be anywhere near her because she's flippin' terrifying. So yeah, I love Kaguya. Kaguya is a flippin' amazing character. Thumbs up. Good flippin' job, script writers. You made a character that was legit scary. And the fight between Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, and Kaguya was flippin' amazing. I loved it. Hands down, best. Awesome. But now we're reaching near the end of the anime where it's like there's 20 episodes left, and in those 20 episodes, I have zero clue what's gonna happen at that point because, like, we finished Naruto's just saved the entire world. Then all of a sudden, Sasuke's just like, yeah, you know how I was good and I wasn't gonna get revenge on the Leaf Village? Well, now my third goal now that I've changed 3 times, is I'm going to kill all the 5 Kage, have the entire world be underneath my rule, completely seclude myself where I'm basically completely alone, and use the power of the tailed beasts to force everyone into an age of peace. So now, with Sasuke wanting to kill Naruto to break all bonds towards him, and Naruto wanting to save Sasuke from trying to be alone forever because he knows what it's like to be alone in solitude, they have their fight. And I was so ready because Naruto didn't just have the Nine-Tailed Fox's power anymore. Naruto had Rasen Shuriken, his Rasengan, Sage Mode, Link Mode, and then Sage of the Six Paths Mode. So I was hyped. They went back to the Final Valley for their lost fight. And they have a massive fight. It was flippin' amazing. I enjoyed the entire thing because it looked flippin' amazing. And it ends with Naruto and Sasuke both having... Naruto having his right hand blasted off, and Sasuke having his left hand blasted off. Which that was a flippin' amazing moment. And as they laid there, Sasuke... I was just like, great, so what I wanted before, during the first fight, Naruto and Sasuke having a tie so then they can both improve, they're doing this now, when Naruto should most likely win this fight, hands down. So then it makes sense why in the future he becomes Hokage. Sasuke then says, "You win." And I was thankful. I was so flippin' happy that now it's now clear that Naruto beat Sasuke. And I'm scared to go into Boruto because I feel as though they're going to do a flashback where Naruto and Sasuke have another fight and Sasuke wins but doesn't want to be Hokage, so Naruto ends up being Hokage. I don't want that. I want Naruto to win. I want Naruto to be the hands down strongest person in the world. That's kind of what I want right now for Boruto. But I guess that's whatever happens, happens. I can't really force anything. But because Boruto is still going right now, I heard something that makes me not want to watch it. But anyway, after the fight between Sasuke and Naruto, Sasuke gets a pardon for helping with the Fourth Great Ninja War, and Sasuke decides that he wants to go on a walk around the world to clear his head and finally think through what type of person he wants to be and what his ideals are. He wants to finally clarify his ideals and like try and walk down the right path, while Naruto gets his hand amputated with the first Hokage's arm. So now he has a new arm, and now he should be even more powerful because the fourth Hokage. Anyway, so the last, 15 episodes are just Naruto. It's not even about Naruto anymore. The last 15 episodes are about Shikamaru going on a mission, and then him realizing that he has feelings towards Tamari, which, in terms of that relationship, at the beginning I didn't really like the thought of Shikamaru and Tamari being together, mostly because Shikamaru is lazy, we all know this, but he's also really flipping caring about his friends, while Tamari is... Tamari, I think strict is the correct word. Tamari is very strict. That is the word. Tamari is a very strict character who, when she wins, she lets you know she wins. She'll scream it to the rooftops. And if something that she doesn't like happens... Okay, let me say this. Tamari beats Shikamaru in these episodes. He does the exact same thing that Sakura does to Naruto. She punches... actually, no, not punches. She slaps him a lot. That's the word. She slaps Shikamaru a lot. But it's different. While with Sakura, I hate Sakura because she punches Naruto, I like Tamari because I was on the road to not liking Tamari, but at the end, during the wedding, which I will get into in a second, during the wedding, when Shikamaru and Tamari were together and they were sharing a moment with each other, I don't know, it just made me like them. Like, they look like a great relationship pair to me. I don't know why. I don't know how my feelings changed from almost not liking Tamari to these two are full of amazing characters and they deserve to be together. And then Ino hooking up with Sai. Basically, the last 15 episodes were just the relationships that these characters form with each other and becoming adults, life. And then the final, 5 episodes, I think. During Naruto, you guys have known that Hinata is my favorite character. Well, one of my favorite characters. Rock Lee is my favorite character, but Hinata is a very close second. Hinata is a flippin' amazing character who I absolutely love. And I always liked the idea of Naruto and Hinata being in a relationship. You guys knew that before I even watched the rest of Naruto and the rest of Naruto Shippuden. You guys already knew that I made a guess that Naruto was going to end up with Hinata anyway, because that makes a lot more sense. And guess what? It happens. Naruto ends up married to Hinata, and they have a lovely life, apart from their son, who no one in Naruto community likes. The last, 5, I think maybe 10, 5 episodes is Naruto and Hinata's wedding, which I flippin' loved. I loved that they had an entire moment. The last moment in this anime was their wedding. I loved it. I loved that whole entire section. The only problem I have with that is that I feel as though it was a bit rushed. What I mean by rushed is that the moment where they tell you, it's the moment that this happens is that it's right after Shikamaru going on a mission. He finally finishes the mission, and we realize that Tamari and Shikamaru have feelings towards each other. right after that episode, at the beginning of the next one, they all of a sudden drop the bomb of, oh, Hinata and Naruto are getting married. There's no ease into it. There's no showing that Naruto's now falling for Hinata, because after the Fourth Great Ninja War, all we know is that Naruto is still in love with Sakura, Hinata is still in love with Naruto, and everything's just hunky-dory. And then just to have the bomb of Naruto's now marrying Hinata without any, like, reference or any sort of showing us that Naruto was easing into loving Hinata instead of Sakura. It just kind of happened. I feel as though, and I cannot believe that I'm going to say this, that a anime with 700 episodes need to have more, but I feel as though there should have been a few more episodes that shows Naruto falling for Hinata instead of continuing to love Sakura. I feel as though that should have been a thing, because just, like, dropping the bomb of, oh, Naruto's now in love with Hinata and they're now getting married, that's cool and all, I loved it, but still, it was just kind of, this is happening now. And I wanted more clarification, because I would like to see more scenes of Naruto and Hinata falling for each other. Because that's the thing I wanted in Naruto, for Naruto to fall for Hinata. And now that because that's essentially where the anime ends. That's essentially where Naruto ends and Boruto takes off. Now that I'm finished talking about that, I want to talk about the last 20 episodes, because the last 20 episodes do something that I was waiting for absolutely ages. Like, they did it a little bit with Mecha Naruto, back in the Fourth Great Ninja War, but this really takes it off. And that is the fact that the script writers actually decide to make original jokes. And what I mean by that's not me being rude, that's not me trying to have a dig at the script writers, that's me clapping to them, because in those 20 episodes, I laughed harder than I had laughed in the entire anime, because the constant Orochimaru is just everywhere. Orochimaru is essentially downgraded to being the humor stick, where everybody, they look at him, he's in almost every scenario, and you just have a laugh. And Yamato is just following Orochimaru everywhere. It's absolutely hilarious. But it's not just that. The characters have a massive art style change, and they actually begin to act differently to have different jokes in the anime. Like, obviously there's still the same joke of Sakura punches Naruto because Naruto's an idiot. That's just a given. They're never going to give that up, and I've given up on trying to make them give it up, because it's never not going to happen. But the rest of the jokes that happen in those 20 episodes are the most funny thing that I've ever seen. Flippin' Orochimaru ends up being in a restaurant and serving Choji food, and I laughed, and that was absolutely hilarious. And then Orochimaru was just walking by Hinata and Kakashi, talking to each other, and flippin' Yamato was in a barrel just following him. And he's even in a barrel bobbing along the lake, following Orochimaru on the ocean. It's funny, okay? That's literally all I can say. It's funny. And that's essentially all I got to talk about Naruto. Naruto is... To sum up Naruto is a very flippin' good anime that if you're fine with listening to the exact same joke happening over and over and over again, and you're okay with the immersion being broken every now and then to show you more bits of the story, then you're gonna love Naruto. Naruto is a flippin' amazing story, and even if you're like me and you don't like the fact that it constantly keeps on interrupting the story to show stuff that's not even relevant to what's going on, or you're sick of Sakura's same joke of punching Naruto, even if you're like me, you're still gonna love Naruto, because Naruto's one of those animes that make you feel good. Like, I don't cry much when I watch things. Like, one of the things that I liked about Sword Art Online and Future Diary was the fact that in those animes, I cried. I bawled my eyes out because I had so much feeling towards the characters, and the scenes were, like, so sad that it brought emotions up in me. Naruto made me cry 4 times from sad scenes and from happy scenes, and this has never happened before.
which I actually like because it actually made me feel for the characters. It made me feel joy, it made me feel sadness, and that really shows that Naruto is a flippin' amazing story that deserves to be clapped, committed, and thumbs up. Really flipping good job. So I can tell that you guys are going to enjoy Naruto, and a lot of people already have. It's just weird that Naruto went from amazing Naruto, and then Boruto happened, where people aren't liking Boruto. But I guess I'll say my thoughts on Boruto if I ever actually decide to watch it. But with that, I think that that's the end of everything I have to say. This is way longer than any anime talking video that I've ever done. This has gone for like 56 minutes. My time. I'm going to edit this down to like 30 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to me ramble on about stuff that hopefully you guys actually care about. Hopefully you guys actually want to hear what I think about Naruto. Or who knows, maybe you just showed up to hear me go off like a bomb about the things that I don't like. Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all did enjoy. If you like it, please hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button to see more awesome and amazing videos there, just like this one right here. And tell me what you think about Naruto. Tell me your top 5 favorite characters if you haven't already, in the comments below. And tell me if you agree with what I say about Naruto, or maybe you have a different point of view. I'm willing to actually read the comments and hear what you think about what I think. Just be nice. Anyway, thanks again. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. I already said that. And until next time, with no game to be over, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.